Hello and welcome for the final segment of Inside the Coach's Studio. I am James Lipton, and many thanks for our first guest this evening, Coach Lane Kiffin of the University of Tennessee, who regaled us with his tales of building good relationships with his bosses. Our final guest of the evening, the esteemed head coach of the Texas Longhorns. He is only the second coach in Longhorns history to win 100 games. He has had 5 11-win seasons. He has won 1 national championship and 1 whole conference championship. And he has won 2 BCS bowl games and is preparing for his 3rd. Inside the Coach's Studio is proud to welcome William Mack Brown.
Ready, Bill? Thanks, Mr. Lipton. It's great to be here. As I was telling Sally back in the green room, this is just a really neat deal. I'm just glad to be with you, James.
Oh, I relish your optimism, Mr. Brown. By the way, my condolences for not reaching the BCS championship game. You really got rogered by Oklahoma, didn't you?
We really, really did, James. It was a real shame. The kids just played their hearts out this year, and you just can't trust those Sooners. You know how they got their name. That whole land rush thing, jumping the gun thing. And I just hated to see them run up the score on poor Missouri, James. It just turned my stomach. I just felt so sorry for those Missouri kids, and it's all about the kids. It's all about the kids, James. And it's not about my $3 million salary or my annuities, and it's about the kids. It's not about my annuities. It's not about my country club member. It's about the kids, James, and it's not about my resort houses, and it's about the kids.
Right. Well, let's proceed. This is my favorite part of the Coach's Studio. It is inspired by my mentor, Bernard Pivot of l'Académie d'Athlétique de France. That's French, Mac.
He didn't play for Oklahoma, did he?
He did, but quit after his sophomore season. Right. Let's go. You know the drill. These are 5 questions. Are you ready?
I am, James.
What is your favorite word?
That would be neat, James. Neat's a really neat word. I like it. It's short. It's simple. It's to the point. It's just a really neat deal all around.
What is your favorite curse word?
Well, don't like to curse, James. Wouldn't be good for the kids to hear me. I do worry about that Muschamp a little bit. He's got a mouth on him, and I try to get on him and stay on him about that. But I did say golly darn a couple times during that Texas Tech game.
Coach Brown, what turns you on, creatively and emotionally?
That would be beating Oklahoma. That recruiting. I love that recruiting, James. It's a good deal. It's a neat deal. I love getting those kids.
Well, as we here at the Coach Studio say, to each his own. What turns you off?
Turns me off? Again, that would be those Sooners that I mentioned before. I tell you what, Big Game Bob is winning all these championships, but he's running up the score, and I just don't see it. It's bad for the kids. It's bad for the game. It's bad for sportsmanship, and I just don't understand it.
What noise or sound do you love?
Oh, that's easy. That'd be the sound of the fax machine on signing day. I love to get that puppy humming, and it's just a neat deal with those names of those kids coming over, and it just really kind of makes my day.
I see. And what sound or noise do you hate?
That one's easy. That would be that Lou Holtz on TV. I don't know if you've seen him on TV. He's got that squeaky, high-pitched voice and sends the dogs running. They were howling in my neighborhood about 3 in the morning after hearing him on the TV. And just really kind of makes my skin crawl.
Yes, howl indeed. He needs some voice training.
Indeed.
If heaven exists, Coach Brown, what would you like God to tell you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
That'd be easy, James. Texas 45, Oklahoma 35. Yeehaw! That'd be a neat deal. That'd be really neat.
Neat indeed. And finally, what profession would you like to attempt other than your own?
I think that'd be athletic director, James.
Athletic director?
Oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Honesty.
Can we cut that out, James? This is taped, isn't it?
Honesty. You are a delight, Coach Brown. Well, that is all we have time for. Please join us next week. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Hello? Why, yes, he is. Hold on. It's for you, Coach Brown. It's DeLoss Dodds.
DeLoss?